In the old days, before maps were trusted and before names stayed fixed, there was a mountain called Mizukage, the mountain that remembers water. Villages rose and vanished around it, but the mountain remained. The elders said Mizukage had a heart, and that its heart listened. Halfway up the mountain stood a small shrine with no deity named, no statue, no mirror. Only a bell buried beneath the roots of an ancient camphor tree. No one rang it. No one admitted to knowing why it was there. They only said, "If the bell is heard, someone has already been lost." Long ago, a young woman named Aya lived in the village below the mountain. She was not special. That was what made her dangerous. Aya fetched water, mended clothes, laughed softly. She was the kind of person people forgot until she was gone. One summer, a drought came. The river shrank to a thin, trembling line. Crops failed. Children cried from thirst. The elders gathered and whispered of old solutions they no longer believed in. And someone remembered the shrine. "It listens," one elder said. "The mountain listens." That night, Aya did not return home. By morning, her sandals were found neatly placed at the shrine gate. She had gone alone. 3 days later, rain fell. Not a storm, gentle, steady, grateful rain. The village rejoiced, fields drank deeply, children danced. No one spoke Aya's name. They did not need to, because sometimes, late at night, villagers heard footsteps on wet stone, slow, barefoot, circling the shrine, and sometimes when the rain stopped too suddenly, they heard a bell, once, deep, muffled, from underground. Years passed. The droughts returned. The bell rang more often, always after someone went missing. A girl, a farmer, a monk. Each time, the rain followed. The elders finally spoke the truth. Aya had not been taken, she had been answered. The mountain did not grant wishes, it exchanged them. One autumn, a woodblock printer named Hajime came to the village. He was recording old stories before they vanished. When he asked about the shrine, the villagers fell silent. Only one old woman spoke. "She listens," she said, "but she does not forgive." "Who?" Hajime asked. The woman looked toward the mountain. "The girl who still waits." That night, Hajime dreamed of roots winding around his ankles, pulling him downward, deeper into earth soaked with tears. When he woke, he heard it. The bell, once, from beneath the ground. Drawn by curiosity or something worse, Hajime climbed the mountain before dawn. Mist clung to the trees. The shrine appeared unchanged, but the camphor tree's roots had shifted, rising higher like ribs pushing through skin. A woman stood there. Her hair hung wet against her back. Her kimono clung to her body as if she had just emerged from a river. Her feet were bare, stained dark with soil. "You heard it," she said. "Yes," Hajime whispered. "Then it is already too late." He asked her name. She smiled sadly. "I gave it to the mountain." She led him to the tree. Beneath the roots, the earth pulsed faintly, like breathing. The bell is not metal, it is memory. She reached into the soil with bare hands and pulled something free, a human skull. Inside it, etched with prayers and claw marks, hung a small bell made of bone. It rings when the village forgets what it owes. Hajime fell to his knees. Can it stop? She looked toward the village far below. When someone stays. The ground trembled. Rain clouds gathered unnaturally fast. The bell rang again, louder, closer. Aya stepped back. "You came to record stories," she said. "Now you will become one." The rain that followed was the heaviest the village had ever known.
Floods destroyed fields, houses collapsed, the mountain groaned. When the storm passed, the shrine was gone. So was the camphor tree. So was Hajime. In their place stood a stone marker with no writing, and beneath it, silence. Even now, elders warn travelers, if you hear a bell during rainfall near Mizukage Mountain, do not follow it. If you see a barefoot woman walking uphill in the rain, do not call out. And if the rain stops suddenly, leave. Because the mountain is listening, and it remembers who still owes it a name.